Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today we're doing a TFT kind of like update, I guess, for the new patch 9.14. So this isn't leaked, this is just like the TFT related stuff. There's a bunch of stuff coming. It's going to be like maybe 4 or 5 days now, so it's not too far away. And we've got a list of things like how ranked is going to work today. We're going to cover that. Elise is changing. We're going to have some item drop changes as well, which I'm really happy about, and I'm sure a lot of you will be. Twisted Fate is a new champion coming to TFT. We've got damage charts, win streak, kind of not really changes, but like updates to the UI, and also stats in game for the different champions, so we can look at everything together. First things first, you'll notice the lovely MSI laptop in front of me. I just want to say thank you to them. Basically, I'm obsessed with TFT. I want to play all the time, and so they sent me their GS75 Stealth so that I can pretty much feed my addiction. It's thin, it's really light, it's really good, it's really powerful though. It's got really powerful GPU. It's an NVIDIA, let me say this right, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Max Q graphics card in there. It can make TFT look amazing. It never missed carousel pick again, but it also makes a lot of other games look really good on Ultra as well. And it's also got a Coffee Lake i7 8750 CPU, which is really good for me because it means I can do stuff like this, like edit the video together, which is amazing for editing. But it's got Cooler Boost Trinity as well, so it's not going to overheat. I definitely recommend it. I've been working with them for ages, so if you want any other information, it'll all be listed down below. But the first thing we're going to go into today is how ranked works. So ranked system is going to be very similar to League. We're going to have the same brackets. It looks like it's on the PB right now. I've tested it a little bit. You start off at Iron and you do 5 placement games, and then you get a rank. It looks like you get massive LP gains at the start, and your placements kind of like how League works right now. One of the questions I ask all the time is like, how is this going to work? Because you can't really win every game. Like RNG is obviously a thing in TFT. Basically, if you're top 4, then you should go up and gain LP. If you're bottom 4, you probably are going to lose LP. Might be some outliers with 4th and 5th and stuff like that, but that's a general rule. So if you can aim for top 4, you'll be climbing every single game, and that will go live in 9.14. Next thing we're going to look at is Elise. So she is now 1 cost on the PB. I haven't seen anything about it, but she is really strong at the moment, because she's basically the same champion, just only costs 1. It's really easy to 2-star her, and when she does, she farts out like 3 little spiders, and they do so much damage. It's kind of bugged the PB a little bit at the moment, but basically Elise is 1 cost, actually a really good unit now, and definitely really good to fit into kind of like shapeshifters and wilds. I'm going to go a little bit quickly, by the way, because I don't want to make this a particularly long video. I'm just going to bash out all the information. So next up we have items, right? So it's going to be the same, but in the creep rounds now, it looks like the last one of the first wave, and then everyone after, they have 1 guaranteed drop on a minion. So this is for everybody. Everybody is going to have a guaranteed. It's a little question mark. It just drops a component part like normal, but you kill it, you run up, you grab it, it gives you a random item. I was watching on the PB, everyone was getting different items, but everyone was getting at least 1 per creep round now, and the others still have a chance to drop it as well. So it basically works like it does now, except everybody is guaranteed 1 from those PvE rounds, which I think is actually really good. It limits the amount of RNG. You can still have the super high games where you get like high roll everything, and it's great, but at least you won't be like completely screwed by getting 0 items on a PvE round. Also, I forgot to say that they're actually looking at adding stuff like, what is it? It's gold, experience, and champions from PvE rounds as well. Not coming in 9.14 just yet, but that's something on their radar that they're trying to build kind of for the future of TFT. So next up, we have Twisted Fate. He is the new champion coming in 9.14. He's actually really good and really fun. So he's a 2 cost, he's a sorcerer and a pirate. His special ability is just his pick a card from League, so it's his W, really. Like, it's a random card, a random chance. Damage is going to be 200, 300, and 400 damage to everybody around it. That is your red card. Your gold card is going to be a stun. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 seconds, which is actually a pretty good time. You get 2-star relatively easy, so it's about 3 seconds for most of the game. And mana restore is going to be 20, 35, and 50. Which is actually a lot because it gives allies all around him the mana back. So if you stick him in the middle of everybody, like a full team of sorcerers, for example, like with the buff anyway, they'll be getting loads of mana back. And he actually, if you stick an attack speed item on him like a Rage Blade, especially with Spear of Sojin, I guess at the same time, he's going to be throwing cards out all the time, and you'll be getting those buffs quite a lot. So he's actually really strong. Fits into like a sorcerer comp, like into the mid game. Fits into pirate comp early game, which you can kind of snowball with the gold. So really good addition, and actually really strong from what I've tested on the PB so far. Last couple of things are all to do with the UI. So their basic changes, like the first one is we have a damage chart in the game now. It auto pops up from the right as you see as you start combat. So you can actually close it if you want to as well, but it shows you the damage of each individual unit, how much much they're pumping out. So you can kind of gauge like who is actually doing a lot of work, who isn't really. And especially if you put items, it actually shows a massive difference between the two. I think in one game I had two sarcatics out there, but the one with the spear was doing so much more. Actually crazy. So it kind of shows you just how strong items can be, and you can kind of build your comp a little bit better. So the next thing is win streak. They've added a UI that you can kind of show which win streak you're on and which one you're going to get to next. So for example, I don't think it's actually changed at all, but it tells you how it works now. So like 2 to 4 wins is +1 gold, and then 5 to 7 is +2, and 8+ is going to be 3 gold. Just an extra like quality of life thing added to the game. The last thing I can't actually show you in game, I can show you on screen what it looks like, but it's not on the PB right now. I thought it was coming in 9.14. It might still, but it's not on the PB just yet. It's a stat screen. So if you right click on champion right now, we have the left side of this, right? We have all of that information, but we don't have the right side stat panel. That is going to be added to the game to kind of add another level of strategy, and especially like you're going to see AD, AP, armor, magic resist is one of those is really low or really high. Maybe you want to buff that up a bit more, or kind of like, I guess, bump it up if it's a bit low anyway. So it kind of is just there so that you can work out which champion is going to be better in which situation and which item you might want to stick on a champion in particular. So those are going to be all the changes for patch 9.14. Let me know what you think of doing this style of video. I don't normally chuck my face into these, but I thought today we might as well do it for these changes videos. But yeah, thank you again to MSI for sponsoring the video. Thank you for watching until the very end. Hopefully you guys were excited for 9.14 and ranked in TFT. If there's anything else you want me to cover, let me know. But for now, I will leave you with robots.